Hello, and welcome to the Joe McNeil Podcast, episode number 20, on the road edition here in Phoenix, Arizona. Sitting to my right is my co-host, Destiny McNeil.
Hello.
Welcome, Destiny, back to the podcast. You were in episode 3, I believe,
Yes.
and we've been getting so much fan mail. What does Destiny have to say? What's she up to? And so, well, we had some time to kill out here in Arizona and thought, why not haul all the podcasting equipment out and record it right in front of this nice flowers? What are we doing out here?
Playing a tournament.
And does it have a name?
The AJGA Heather Farr.
Yeah, so this is a really long-running AJGA event. They've been running it for a long time. Heather Farr is sister of the Arizona State women's coach. She had cancer, I believe, in the 80s.
Yeah.
And sadly passed away. And they do this tournament in her honor. Very prestigious junior event. Tons of tour players have won this. It's really cool to see. I saw as you walk up on the range, and I may do I got a little device so I can do some on the course video. We'll see how that goes. But as you walk up on the range, it's like all these banners, and it's the past champions. I saw Hunter Mahan on there, Bo Hostler. I saw Paula Creamer, I think, on there twice.
Mm-hmm.
Allison Corpuz.
Yeah.
I know it's a funny name. There was a bunch, and it's really a cool thing. And then I think what's most fun is women's outfits have changed in the almost 30 years.
Yeah.
That they've been doing this, or I think they've been doing it over 30 years, but I was looking at the late 90s, early 2000s, and like Hunter Mahan looks like he's got cargo shorts on.
Yeah.
I'm like, I remember wearing that stuff. It was so hot.
All their outfits were so like colorful.
Yeah, it's like loud. Hey. So we took the trip out here from San Antonio. Most of you would say you probably flew, right? No, we drove. We drove through El Paso and through the desert to get here in Phoenix. It was 13 and a half hours. We did it in one day. If anyone knows me, that's kind of how I do road trips.
Yep.
And Destiny is like the perfect road trip partner because we just don't stop for the bathroom very often.
Nope.
This one we stopped a lot, though, because there's not a lot of gas stations out here.
Yeah.
But Phoenix is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It's hot, like it's weird. There's no humidity, but beautiful, like mountains. I guess mountains or hills.
Yeah.
It's really cool. What was what's your kind of impression of the city?
I like it, honestly. It's pretty nice, and like I like the golf course a lot just because like you hit the fairway, and then if you don't, like you're in rocks and dust. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. It seems like Arizona. So
yeah. And where's the tournament played at?
Papago,
right there on the like their driving range is hitting towards this beautiful mountain.
Mm-hmm. It's so cool.
And then just to the right of it, there's a fence separating it, is the Arizona State practice facility.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get a very good picture, but I tried to. It's pretty cool, though. It would have been nice to go over there and practice on it.
Yeah.
Maybe
That was
see
pretty cool.
Phil Mickelson or something. But yeah, Papago, this is our first time out in the desert. Fairways are firm, greens are firm, fast. And yeah, if you're not in the fairway, you're like in rocks.
Lots of rocks.
So hadn't been a ton of wind, but it's a 3-round tournament. And how you feeling about your game? And
I mean, I'm feeling pretty good. Ball striking feels good. Putting feels good. The greens are pretty dry, so they're fast.
yeah. And you like fast greens?
I do like fast greens.
What did you have going on? So we had we drove up on Saturday through storms, and then played a practice round Sunday. Yesterday was Memorial Day.
Mm-hmm.
That was a day off. So this is like on a typical tournament, this would be the schedule that we try to do. So we arrive, we chill out.
Mm-hmm.
The very next day, we're going to play a practice round. Then if we have, because we like to get 2 practice rounds in
Yeah.
if you can to really prepare. And not always get a day off in between, but it's not like you want to play 6 days in a row if you can help it.
Yeah.
So Memorial Day, it's really weird here. It gets light at like
4:45.
yeah, we're up early. And so yeah, we were out on Monday out there. We were there by 7. Um, well, let's go through our trip.
Yeah, we need to fast forward.
Do you want to talk about it? Do you want to talk about it?
Sure.
Okay, go ahead.
So we get to our Airbnb. Wait, the Airbnb,
Yeah,
right? Okay, so we get to the Airbnb and it's like pretty hot in there. They had all the curtains open, and you're in Arizona. You don't want that. So we close them, and it's still pretty hot. They don't even have like a real air conditioner unit. And so then we're like, okay, it should be fine, right? It should cool down. It does not.
Yeah, it was awful.
Yeah. But they had like fans for the rooms. One of the fans didn't work, so that was great. And then so like we end up going to bed, and like it's so hot. Like I was like sweating.
Yeah, it was awful.
And so I wake up, and then he's like, "Hey, we're going to a different Airbnb."
Yeah.
So we got up at like it was like 5. And we're moving all of our stuff out to go to a different Airbnb.
So we would have been at the course a lot earlier.
Right.
Moved everything over to new Airbnb, which is where we're at now.
Mm-hmm.
The air conditioner works amazing.
Yeah.
That was the first thing I asked. You don't even think to ask that, but there was a window unit in the Airbnb we went to that wasn't in the pictures. They always, they kind of show their best sides. And the lady's like, "Oh, it runs on a boiler system." Well, why it's the window unit? Oh, just, so it could be extra cold. And that thing was not keeping up. And she goes, "Well, we'll send a repairman." I said, "No, you're not going to repair this. I've lived in houses that the air conditioner can't keep up, and that's what this is." So we're leaving, and we want our money back. And she was nice enough to do that.
Yep.
So we got here. You go to the golf course on Monday, play and practice, or you just practice, hit balls, chip and pitch. Came back, sat around for a little while. I'm not even sure what we did. We just I think the hardest thing about Airbnbs for me is like at least in a hotel, you've got TV so you can watch the golf channel.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, NCAA women's was on. Well, in an Airbnb, they never have. They have TVs, but it's all like streaming. So you got to bring your accounts, and sometimes you can't sign in right. And so we just had, I got to figure out what streaming services somebody accidentally left signed in. We had Disney Plus.
Yeah, that was
So
pretty
we're like
nice.
flipping for like 30 minutes trying to find something.
We never watched.
We did. We watched Lost.
Oh, yeah, we did. Yeah.
We've never seen the show Lost.
Nope.
I know it's been over for about 20 years, but we watched the first 2 episodes.
It's pretty good.
They're definitely lost.
Yeah.
And then we went back out that afternoon,
Mm-hmm.
practiced, then met up with some friends, ate pizza last night. That was cool. One of the coolest thing I think they have out here, I don't know if we could do this in San Antonio, but I'm looking into it for sure for short game, is they have these cooling misters everywhere.
They're so nice.
Yeah, we sat outside and ate. I mean, in the shade here, it's hot, but in the shade, it feels amazing. And I can see why a lot of people live out here. But I was trying to figure out, like, how do they water their golf courses? Like, how do they get the water? And I looked it up, and it's all treated, reclaimed wastewater. So don't drink it.
No.
Don't stick your fingers in your mouth. Gross. Yeah, so we did that. And then this morning you had the junior am,
Mm-hmm.
which teed off at 7:30 shotgun.
Yeah, that was great. The weather was awesome.
So talk about that, what that was. And the junior ams are put on by the sponsors of the AJGA event. This was the first one we had played in. We typically do our, sign up for an official practice round. But we were like, it's so hot out. We didn't want to play in the afternoon. Let's try the junior am and see what kind of experience that was. anyways, so you get paired with three other
guys.
Yeah.
I mean, it was pretty great. Guys were super chill, asked me a bunch of questions about what I was gonna do, like, with golf and stuff, and, I mean, we shot 10 under, so that was pretty nice. We didn't
It's
win,
not a
but
scramble though, right?
no, it was a shamble. So, like, I play my ball no matter what, but they
Yeah.
can go and, like, drop by my ball
Yeah.
and hit their shots, and then they all have to play from there,
Yeah. How often did they do that?
like, every tee shot.
Yeah.
But it was great. I mean, it was fun.
It was like the head of the first tee,
Mhm.
Arizona was there, and then Arizona Golf Association
Yep.
was on your team. So that's a good time. It was quick.
Yeah. We played, like, in under 4 hours.
Yeah.
And being foursomes and a shotgun, so
That's
it was pretty good.
yeah. So like honestly, AJGA Junior M's, I think we would do it again.
Yeah, for sure.
Anything notable?
I mean, my driver broke on, like, my 4th hole, so
Another
that was
driver
good.
broke. Between Jehu and Destiny. Well, Jehu has broke so many drivers. So when you say broke, you're like, oh, you're losing your temper and slamming it. No, it's the face. The faces on all the modern drivers are so thinned out that they crack. Jehu swings at like 125, 126 miles an hour, maybe sometimes faster. And he does crack a lot of driver heads.
Mhm.
And Ping was so nice to him. They said, we're going to send you two. You keep one in your bag for a backup when you crack this. That's what we do for high swing speed players. Swap
Yeah.
your driver out. You're good to go. Let us know, and then we'll send you another one. But you have a Titleist GT2,
Yes.
and that one cracked.
Mhm.
So I got that text, and I'm like, shoot. Well, at least it happened in the Junior Am. So
Yes.
I was running all over the place and found a PGA Superstore, found the exact head.
Mhm.
We swapped that out, and good to go.
Yep, hitting it great.
So you're teeing off tomorrow at 7:10,
Yes.
and then 7:43 on Thursday. Yep. And then they'll repair for Friday.
Yeah.
We all look forward to following you.
Yeah.
So why don't you, was there anything else in your world, golf world? You just recently had a tournament.
Oh, yeah, the U.S. Junior Girls qualifier.
Yep.
And I qualified, so
Yay.
that was great.
That's the first time. And we had looked at like how many times we've tried. And that was your fifth time.
5th time, yeah.
Do you remember the first time?
I do.
You and Abby?
Yeah.
El Dorado Country Club. And I still have a video of this. It's probably on my Instagram if I could find it.
What?
You hold out for eagle
It's on my Instagram too.
Oh, okay. On your very first hole. We were out there. Destiny was going through this stage in her life where she couldn't hit the ball above like 50 yards or 50 feet. It was
so low. Everything was so low.
that was not good. But she got on the first hole and hit a 9-iron, and it went in the hole for an eagle practice round. But
it's pretty cool. I'd never hold out from like that far before.
Yeah, that was the highlight of the week. So yeah, you played in Caddie, Texas at Falcon Point. That was we had a little bit of past history on that course that hadn't been good, but you wanted to go back. And why don't you kind of, you don't have to go through that, but just kind of talk about why you wanted to play there, and you know how that round was, the weather, all that stuff.
I mean, of course, I wanted to go back because I didn't want to like not play that course again after shooting a bad score. Like I want to go back and try and play better.
Yeah.
The weather, the course was in good condition. The weather, it rained. Let me think. The day before, so our practice round day, it rained that night. So then we got to play, and then and then it rained the whole morning of like the tournament for like the first like 3 holes for me.
It was like raining sideways. It was flooded.
Yeah, like I was so wet. Like it was so bad.
So
like,
much standing water out there.
Yeah. But then after that, like the course, honestly, I had a lot of mud balls, but it played pretty well for getting a lot of rain.
Yep,
So.
you shot even par.
Yep.
Got through. So that's in July, mid-July, in
North Carolina.
Yeah, and it's at Old Chatham.
But yeah,
So that'll be a fun thing. We look forward to following that. Um, so let's see here. I was trying to think what else we should talk about.
I know.
Traveling and junior events. What's your favorite? Because this year we're going all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
California, Texas, Arizona,
North Carolina.
North Carolina. Can't. Well, we're not going to give out where we're going on some of those. Actually, this will air after. It's no big deal.
Oh yeah.
After it closes. The women's am we're qualifying in Kansas because the Texas dates didn't work. It's stupid, but you don't like to publish that.
Nope.
But for the women's am, we'll be out there in the middle of nowhere in Kansas. That's another 12-hour drive.
Yep. And then
You got Fort Wayne coming up. That's a girls' invitational in Indiana. The Rolex Junior Championship. The winner of that one gets in an LPGA event, which is pretty cool.
yeah, that's awesome.
But obviously we're working on, not focusing on results
No.
and just kind of staying present, being happy with playing golf, and dad stays 2 holes ahead. So that's like, if you want to know, so the ones we teach a lot of, I teach a lot of golfers. So they start out, we usually go South Texas PGA. They'll start out on 9 holes, little linksters, parents get a caddy. Then they move on to 18-hole junior tour. Parents can no longer caddy. And then if they break 85, I think twice now is the requirements, they move on to 2-day prestige events. And then if you're winning those, you can get into Legends events, although I think there's not enough people in the Legends events, so I don't know that you have to have priority status anymore.
Yeah.
When we played, we had to have priority status.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you're doing good there, you're like, I should probably be doing AJGAs. Not everybody does them, but the American Junior Golf Association is all across America. And they run, in my opinion, the best events.
Yeah.
And they're very supportive of the kids. And it's really, really good. So you get to compete with kids from California and Florida, like all over the country. And so when we go with those, we already talked about how we kind of prep for the event. But when we're in the event, AJGA encourages parents to walk a hole ahead. I mean, there's a reason. So like if you, so anyways, that's what I do. I walk a hole and a half ahead, and I have a monocular. They call me Mr. Peanut. And I'm usually several hundred yards away from Destiny, just so I don't say anything. And I don't think she can hear me, but she can see my body language. And I am working on that to get better. You told me, like, this is just not embarrassing for you. This is embarrassing for me. But every kid is going to make what a parent is going to say is a dumb bogey, right? You're in the middle of the fairway, you miss the green, or you get it on the green and then you 3-putt from 15 feet or, something. Well, that kid knows that's not good. Like, when you have a hole that's not good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't need the parent to remind you, but the parent feels like they need to do something. And in this case, I'm the parent. And so I'm like, well, she needs to know that's not good. Like, she made a bogey. And so I tap my head kind of hard, a little bit violent. Like, hey, like, use your head. What I'm saying is, hey, sweetie, I know that you probably weren't thinking there in your full capacity. Just slow down a little bit and think through your process. Anyways, I don't think that's what she thinks, but she did tell me, she was like, I hate it when you do that. And I was like, well, then don't make bad bogeys. And she's like, it's embarrassing. And I had to come to the realization it's not about me. And so I will not be tapping my head anymore. I'll just leave Destiny to her own thoughts, which is better anyways. So, but we hear, speaking of parents, U.S. Junior Girls, that's the United States Golf Association puts that on. It's a, long running tournament, very prestigious. No parent caddies.
Nope.
And I'm like, who ruined that for everybody? Like, there was a parent that ruined that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I've caddied for you from your very first tournament. I caddied for you for a long time. We have a long history together. Obviously, you're my kid. But last year was my last year caddying. There was a couple events. I caddied for the U.S. Women's Open. That wasn't great.
Yeah.
On me. You played pretty good, and I can tell. You're like, I don't think I'm helping here. And then you played the U.S. Women's Am, and I caddied for that one. And for whatever reason, and this is the reason I would say parents should not caddy. I had a good friend kind of explain this to me, and I go, wow, I didn't really think about that. A lot of parents don't have a golf background. So, which is okay if you're not a controlling parent. If you're just the supportive type, oh, good job. That would be an okay caddy, I would think.
Yeah, I agree.
But I have a golf background. So I feel the need to interject and then try to overrule. And you can imagine as a kid, you're making a decision on a club and dad's going, no, there's no way. Well, we did the U.S. Women's Am, and I mean, I screwed that up right off the bat. One, I was nervous. I felt nervous. And I'm like, I played and I had a caddy. I would have fired my caddy. I'd be like, I would not want you. And now definitely in the U.S. Women's Open and stuff, like you walked away from me and I was left like holding the bag. Like, she's got her putter. She's walking to the next hole. The writing was on the wall, but after the U.S. Women's Am, I officially retired. And not in disgrace, but it was my time had served. We had some good wins. We had a lot of Little Inksters wins. We won the San Antonio Junior Championship.
Yeah.
Remember how hot that was?
It was so hot.
They're like, oh, let's have these 12-year-old girls. I think you're 12 at the time.
Yeah.
Tee off at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And it's like 110.
Make all the boys do
I know. That was so bad. But so what why don't you describe like what, because you've had a caddy several times. You don't love them. What do you think should be the characteristics of a caddy? Like if you had a caddy now, what do you want them to do?
I think a lot of times what caddies do, like for me, they make me think a lot more than I want to. Cause like when I'm playing, I just want to like go hit my shot.
Yeah.
And so like, I'd probably want my caddy just to like, I don't know, like
carry the bag and be quiet.
Yeah. Be fun, but like, don't give me too many options. Like I'll make my own decision.
Yeah. And I think even in Little Inksters, like obviously you're, the parents helping the kid make good decisions.
Yeah.
We would talk about fantasy football all the time.
Yeah.
And those were usually the
or
better
banana milkshakes.
Yeah. I remember we had that. We used to try to find something to get your mind off the competition. And it's like, don't be technical in your swing. And I'm like, you can think anything. And that one summer it was like banana milkshakes. Like, what? And you're like, well, there's not that many banana milkshakes.
There's not.
And so that was your thought. And so it's like, what were you thinking in that swing? I hear that all the time. I hear parents, what are you thinking? Right. And that's me tapping my head. You're like, banana milkshakes. So that's good. That's good. We're having a good time. Well, anything, trying to think, the Masters reel is finally dying down a little bit, but it is going to hit 600,000 views.
But I'm wearing a Masters sweatshirt, so maybe
I got you that for your birthday.
It'll boost up.
Yeah, we'll just put Masters. Because anything Masters is, it just comes up. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So now that the Junior M's out, what are you gonna do with the rest? Clean your clubs?
Yeah, probably get my bag all ready, get my outfits set, mark my golf balls.
Do you have well, and one thing you did, right? You had your yardage book. And AJGA is great because they put all 3 days of the pin locations out.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
So what I do, I get like 3 different marker colors and I'll mark like where the pin's supposed to be. And then I'll write like, okay, round 1 is black, round 2 is pink, and so.
Yeah.
I like doing that because then it like preps me and I know like, okay, the pin's gonna be here. Like, this is where I need to hit around.
Yep. Now, when you're doing your outfits, do you have you're like, oh, day one, I want to be all nice and friendly and inviting colors. And then day three, I want to be like killer aggressive colors. Or do you have like,
I don't know. I feel like a lot of the times I wear like the same color. They're just like different. I
yeah.
don't know.
And you do have nails? No.
No.
You lost them.
Yeah, I took them off. Took them off yesterday.
This is a reoccurring theme. So when we were doing college interviews, Destiny would get these giant fake nails and then just
They weren't giant. They were tiny.
and then bite them off. We were like, stop putting them on. So her and Eve sat down and they did their nails before this. And I'm like, what are we doing? Oh no, I'm going to keep them this time. They did. They
lasted 3 days. They never last that long. So,
oh my goodness, that's crazy. Yeah. So I have no idea how the sound's going to be on this. I know the picture's a little, I don't know.
my thing is I know it's not like centered, and it's gonna like
Yeah.
reviews.
We don't get a ton of views on the video. We do get, our whatever 40 to 100 views on the video, but the podcast, the audio version actually does a lot better. So by the time this thing airs, so let's see here, June 12th, we'll actually be in Indiana.
Yeah, we'll have just got there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That thing needs.
Oh, there we go.
Who knows? I have no idea if that did anything. Yeah, we will have just gotten there in on the 12th of June up in Indiana. I am going to take my little mobile thing, and I'm hoping it does good. I don't edit very well, but I just want to kind of give a look into what an AJGA event is, and maybe show a little bit of the course and maybe a shot or two.
Yeah.
That could be kind of fun because I think junior golf for most people, they don't understand how broad it is and then kind of the levels of it. And I think maybe I might take a podcast and do that and then even talk about the rankings and how you need certain rankings. Just like the professionals need certain world rank to get in events, it's the same way with juniors. You get ranked globally or nationally, even by state, and you need that stuff to get in some of these events. So we were fortunate last year at this time, we were in New Orleans. Mm-hmm. That event is starting tomorrow, and that was your very first AJGA win.
Yeah.
Do you want to reflect back on that and kind of what was unique about that, or what you were thinking kind of going into it? Because we did something unique there, if you remember, after the practice round. So why don't you just talk about kind of what you remember about the event in New Orleans? Because that was last year was a kind of a breakout for you. Mm-hmm. I felt like you'd been playing well for a long time, but you've had tons of wins, but you didn't have any AJGA wins. Mm-hmm. And I don't know that we went to New Orleans thinking we were going to win at all.
Definitely not. Because I wasn't hitting it too good going into that tournament. I mean, the course, I liked the course a lot. I think it suited my eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, suited my eye well. I remember after I played.
So did.
I remember after I played my practice round, we went and found another golf course, and I don't even know what that golf course was called. It wasn't even like that nice, but
we were trying to find a driving range and they wouldn't let you hit.
Yeah, so we found a course and just went and played 18 holes, and I don't know. I feel like that definitely helped me.
You played 36 in a day.
Mm-hmm.
I remember in the practice round, it just seemed like you were kind of trying to control the ball. And I was super calm about it. But I was like, hey, let's go hit. And we were going to work it out. And so we go to this range. And I'm like, do y'all have a course? And they're like, yeah. And it's empty.
There's nobody out there.
We never see that in Texas. So we're like, and it's kind of dumpy. It's not the nicest. But we go, can we play? And they're like, yeah. So I go, Destiny, just bomb it and shoot as low as you can.
Yeah.
So you did. You just bombed it the whole time. It was fun. We got done. So that was 36 in a day. I had never done that type of thing with you before. Normally we were kind of resting the day before. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I was just like, I felt a little bit like you needed pushed. Not that you needed motivated, but I was trying to kick out when you're trying to control, any golfer knows this, when you're trying to steer the ball, that is the worst feeling in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like all your bad rounds are probably eh, you're trying to control the ball. I mean, it's very much, it's a common issue among golfers. And yeah, I don't know. I felt like you played free, and I was just like, hey, look, you actually are hitting it pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Went out and shot 2 under.
I think so.
And then in the final round, you hit it all 18 greens. It was only a 2-round event because the middle round, right? Isn't this true? So you play, you're 2 under. Then the next day, it pours down rain all day. We're at the course all day. We're there 8 hours.
Like 8-hour delay.
Just
I never got to go
pouring. And then they canceled for that day. And then, go out the final day.
Yeah.
Well, that was when my car, I hadn't had it very long. And I'm sitting in the parking lot. And before anybody thinks it's like, oh man, I have a BMW, but it's an older used one. Okay. It looks nice, but it's got it's got lots of problems. But I'm sitting in the parking lot. Well, I didn't know this is a thing. You don't sit in a BMW for a long period of time, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, all of a sudden it like makes this like, and it's like, it looks like it's on fire. It's pouring smoke out the tailpipe. And I'm in the parking lot and all the dads are sitting in the car. So I shut it off. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, what was that? So then I start it back up again and it's doing it. So I pull over to the corner of the parking lot and I fogged the entire property. I mean, it was so much smoke. And I look it up. It's some issue with the engine. It wasn't horribly expensive to fix. There happened to be somebody there in town. We got an Uber the rest of the time. This is like, I have friends that they're like, every time we see you at a tournament, you're having car trouble. We've had Jehu's car. Do you remember that? I had to put that in the shop and get a rental. It went into, he had a VW diesel and it would go into what they call limp mode. And the thing will not go over like 20 miles an hour.
Yeah. And we'd be on like the highway when it would start doing it. And we're like, uh-oh.
And that was in Dallas the first time.
Yeah.
It burned us twice. Then we took it to Arkansas. We were like, it'll be all right. No, it was terrible.
No,
that thing finally bit the dust. But the black car's running good. And then it seemed like there was one other thing. Oh, yeah. So we're leaving New Orleans and they're like, you've got to get beignets. It looks like bagnets. Right? I think that's what it looks like. It's beignets. Okay. So we find this famous place. We had been meaning to go, but we didn't have a car. We had an Uber. We didn't want the Uber guy. So we go there. And I'm like, give us 2 things of beignets, chocolate milk. And that lady, do you remember? I could not understand.
Yeah. She kept asking him so many questions.
And she was like,
he was like, huh? What?
So bad. I just could not understand her. Her accent was so thick.
Yeah.
Anyways, they give us the bag of beignets, the chocolate milk. They were amazing. We tried to eat them in the car and we looked like a bunch of crack dealers. I mean, poof. The whole car is white. I've got it all over my face, hands. We were laughing our heads off. And then we went up from there to Dallas and did the U.S. Junior Girls up there.
Yeah.
It was a busy year. It was a lot of fun, though.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this is a good episode or not. It is episode 20, which is super exciting. We talked about cracked Titleist driver, the Heather Farr AJGA at Papago Golf Club here in Phoenix, Arizona. That's where we're at. Tomorrow is round 1. This will all be done by the time this thing airs, and we'll be getting ready for Fort Wayne in Indiana at Sycamore Hills. So busy year. Thank you for taking the time to stop by the set. Anything you want to say? Any closing thoughts?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, thank you for listening, and we'll catch you next time. Hello. You're still there. Great. Hit like, subscribe, make sure the bell's on. You won't miss another one of these fantastic episodes.